Hello, hello, everybody in my general group, in my members group, and I'm also streaming into YouTube. So if you're not a fan of Facebook, if you're not a fan of Instagram, I'll try and send that over tomorrow at some point. But for now, if you're here, say hi. As you come in, say, let me know if you can hear me well and see me well, because I'm getting a little bit of a glitch in my phone, and I'm just crossing fingers, crossing toes, crossing legs, that we won't get a glitch this evening. Now, it's a short talk, but I've jumped in a little bit earlier, a couple of minutes earlier, just to check on the tech and see whether the sound and the visuals are good. So I'm going to double check that that's the case. So as you come in, say hi. Let me know what you do, how you're doing, and what you're up to. Let me just see whether I'm live here. So I'm live in one. Okay, so yeah, that's good. How can I mute myself? Okay, so that's one. And then I should also be inside the members, Your Health Hub as well. Somebody's there already. Say hi. And if you're on YouTube, I think I see the comments here as well. So all I would ask is for you to comment, say hi. I have got a surprise for everybody who gives me a comment. You know, like, I love to give out freebies. I love to give out prizes and surprises, and today's no different. So just so that you know, as you're jumping in, leave a comment, say hi, let me know how you're doing, and we will get, I'll give you more information in a moment on that surprise. So another thing I wanted to say is I've got the aircon on. It might be a little bit, maybe you can't even hear it, but it might be a little bit noisy. If that's the case, let me know and I'll switch it off. But it's still so hot, isn't it? It's really ridiculously hot. Let me know if you are there. I've got 2 people watching. Who are you? Say hi. Who are you? Okay, no comments coming through here. Let me see through the Health Hub if anybody is coming in through there. It might just be YouTube. It might just be YouTube. So I'll keep going, and please give us a comment as you come in. I have a surprise for you. What time is it? 7 o'clock. And we're going to start the talk. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Natalie Hill. I'm a female and fat loss coach. And today I want to talk about self-doubt and self-worth. And obviously from self-doubt to self-worth, not the other way around. So I've got my notes here. If you know me, you know that my memory is not great. So, and even though I've done this for years and years and years, I still have to have my notes now and then. Somebody's there already. Hi, who is it? Now, again, before I forget, StreamYard doesn't give me your name. So you need to either type out who it is saying hi, or I can see who it is once I get back to my phone. But for now, I'd love some interaction. So let me know who you are. Let me know where you're listening from. If it's YouTube, or you're in my general group, or are you in my members group? You can also click on the link on top of the live. I'll show you. You can click on the link on top of the live here, and you see that StreamYard link there, and you just so that StreamYard can allow to use your name. That's all. It's just a privacy policy that they have with Facebook, and Facebook just doesn't allow anybody to reveal names and stuff. So let me know who you are and where you're listening from. Okay, so let's get this on. Out of interest, if you're listening on catch up or tomorrow or whatever, you're going to be listening to this tonight or during the live as well. If you are perimenopause or menopausal, or you haven't got there yet, but things are a little bit different and you can't really pinpoint why, but it's just something's changed, and maybe your training is not having the effects it once used to have. And I use fitness and health analogies in all my talks because it's what I mainly do. So in case you are wondering, well, this is a self-doubt to self-worth talk, but I love to put the analogy on fitness, health, and so forth. That's just me, but you can apply it to anything that you want to and that it needs to be served to. Okay, so just let me know as you're coming in if you're perimenopause or menopausal, or you know things are not as it used to, and you don't have to give me too much information, but just let me know. Yep, Nat, I am, and are you struggling with anything in particular? And I hope this talk today really helps you. Today, I am also going to be addressing people who have lost confidence, who have lost their mojo. You may not be perimenopausal. It might be some of my male followers here on, and they might have lost some confidence and stuff lately, and maybe battling with some self-doubt perhaps. And we've all gone through it. We go, it goes in waves, doesn't it? And when taking decisions, for example, when you need to be assertive, or when you're faced with an opportunity, we're very, very good at talking ourselves out of stuff. Yeah, me being number one. And it comes to a point that you just need to bite the bullet and and say to yourself, no, well, I'm not going to lose out on any more opportunities. I'm gonna head on and go full force with everything that comes my way, because obviously in consideration, taking things into consideration, of course. But yeah, I hope this talk helps you today. So today I'm going to give you lots of golden nuggets that you can take away with you and even implement as soon as you finish listening to this live. I'm putting my own spin on things because what I love to do is to give you solutions. Of course, we're going to go through what the things that I've used in the past, things that really have worked with my groups. But at the end of the day, I also want to give you actionable steps that you can implement straight away, even tonight. Yeah. So I hope that you find this super useful. And 7 minutes have gone by already. Let's crack on. So at the end of this talk, I want you to walk away. Yeah. Or close your laptop, or swipe your phone off to another group or another device or whatever, with a lot more clarity on what to do when you want to have more confidence, more peace, and more energy. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want more of, don't we? So give me a high five if you want more confidence, if you want more peace. And I'm thinking more people are going to put peace down, or you want more energy. Let me know what is it, or maybe you want all three. So as you come in, let me know what are the things you mostly want. Yeah. So hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to go through the ways that we get stuck. And I talked about this morning in my members group, because I feel that internally there are lots of barriers that we put ourselves. It might be linked to when you were a child. It might be linked to something that happened a decade ago. It might be linked to something that happened last week. And all these things we carry through years after years after years. And it really, really, shakes our self-belief systems and our confidence, really. So let's go through internal things that we get stuck. Let's go through external things that we get stuck. And let's go through environmental things that we get stuck with, because let's face it, it's not just only us internally. External factors also have a role to play. No matter how disciplined you are, how much willpower you have, things around us obviously take a knock-on effect as well. Why do we get stuck? Let's start with internal stuff. Perfection. Yep. I know a lot of perfectionists out there. I know, and there's loads of them in my group. Shame, guilt, fear of failure. All these things are things that are in our way to get closer to our goals, closer to our desires, our achievements, things that, our successes, and things like that, will really stop you dead on your tracks. You would even be very clever in really talking yourselves out of stuff. You even end up believing that this is your current reality. And I'm here to say, no, it's not at all. You've got so many choices, so many options, but let's go through the motions quickly. Yeah. So perfection, shame, guilt, fear of failure. Oh my God, the amount of times that we've stopped ourselves because fear of failure. And there's nothing of the sort. There's nothing known as failure. It's literally data that you collect and then you crack on and you've tried another way. Or, you know, we tell our kids stuff like this. We tell, our groups things like this, friends, colleagues, family members. But then when it comes to us, ourselves, we are so bad at it. So hope this helps you today. So that's internal stuff that we get stuck with. External stuff that we very easily get stuck with. You know what it is. These friends of yours, they love you, but they're sometimes, without knowing, sabotaging your efforts. And we are easily sucked into it because that's everything that we've always known. Yeah. Somebody else is there. Hello, who are you? Let me have your name. Let me see if it comes up on the feed, because I can't see here in StreamYard. Let me know if you can hear me well, see me well, guys. Let me see here. No, not here. And maybe here. Oh, 2 comments. Sorry. Yes. Hopefully I can see who it is. Oh, maybe I can see through here. Jessica, Danielle. Okay. Oh, it's lovely to see a name to my comments, because I'm here on the I'm here on StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't let me see your names. So Danielle and Jessica, hello. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully some others will join in a little bit later. So yeah, external stuff, why we get stuck. And if you've done the 21-day challenge with me, you'll know that we went through this in depth, and it's really, really helpful in moving forwards towards your goals. Unsupportive people around you, a biggie. The toxic friend or colleague that you have, and we all have one. And, you know, and if you don't have one, maybe it's you. No, I'm kidding. So unsupportive people, I didn't mean that. Unsupportive people around us, it's all the time. And they it's not that they're doing it on purpose. It's not that, it's just the way it is. And we sometimes get like that as well. It's because we are not doing that with them. So if you've embarked on a journey, you've embarked on a course or a program, or on a new fitness regime, you put your name down for something and you're really excited about it, you want to put all your effort in, but then people around you, they don't get it. They don't get you when you want to do this. And it's totally natural, and it's totally normal for people not to be on board with you for certain things. And we need to also respect that. Yeah. So that's also a big barrier when you want to work towards the goals, because the energy is that's not the same anymore. And also, we've all been in a scenario where negativity is the norm, right? So we probably are, I don't know, when I used to work in the office, for example, there was a lot of negative talk. Not everybody, but there was. And that small minority used to, it was very, very infectious. So by being the positive, annoying one, that was hard. And maybe you can relate that to some little corner of your world as well. And so when negativity is so infectious and positivity is hard to spread out, we need to be shouting louder with that. But then when it comes to you internally, there's so much you can do. So we need to also have things that we can do to not block off external barriers, but have things that are there to help us, little tools, little tricks and hacks. Yeah. The last thing I want to talk about is the environment. The environment is very, very important, because you can have the biggest willpower in the world, and you could be having all these sabotage moments around you, those triggers all around you, luring to go off course, off piste, when you are wanting to. And again, I'm using the analogy of fitness and health and so forth. So whenever you want to do some self-care, you want to really put something in from your day to day, and you're walking around, and you just need to go to your nearest supermarket, and things are strategically placed to sabotage you. We've got it. All the kids, when they go, Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I have that? Everything by the till. And you're trying to get out of the supermarket as fast as you can, and you got all these things just luring all the kids or you to buy. And usually it's not the best healthy options, is it? It's just usually the chocolates, the sweets, the everything that's takes us a little bit further away from health. So, and then, you got McDonald's. Here in Jib, we've only got one, but in other places in the world, they've got, one in every corner. You've got Burger King, you've got Hungry Monkey. Whenever if you're not organized well and you haven't got your dinner planned and so forth, it's so easy to tap something in here. And now, you've got great food choices, healthy ones, but sometimes, when you're so tired and when you're so swept up your feet, you want to just go to the path of least resistance and you just go for the less healthy option. Can you relate? Yeah. Okay, so the talk might be a little bit longer. I've just realized it's almost 16 minutes, but then hey, wouldn't be me if I don't go over the 15 minutes. So let's crack on. 5 tips. Yeah. Oh, and let me not forget the adverts in the television, your news feeds in the phone. Before, you used to be able to get a magazine and see something now and then. Now it's in your face 24/7 all day long. So it's no wonder when we try to be at our best and try all the positive intentions in the world, you're still being secretly sabotaged in one form or another. So you need to be so focused. And it is intense. It is intense. And but I know that you can do it. And I know, and I've got great tips that you can implement straight away. So 5 tips on how to get unstuck. There are many more, but the ones that I cherry picked for you today are: number 1, are you ready? Number 1 is stop the perfection. Please, right here, right now, stop the perfection. We're not going to get anywhere being perfect. Stop the perfection paralysis, like I like to call it. Stop the shame, stop the guilt, stop the fear. One life, one chance sometimes. I want to make sure that you're living life to its fullest. Everything in consideration, as long as you're doing stuff and you're not hurting other people's feelings and so forth. And sometimes, you need to go through a little bit of hurting other people's feelings, and you probably be at the back end of something like that as well. So, make a list of things, right? So this is what I do, and I still do. These strategies, I still use them. I know my members also use them from time to time. Make a list of things that give you joy and give another list of the things that don't. And maybe not today, but slowly you want to revisit that list and see what things can cross over, what things can be completely eliminated, and what things you can put more of. So the list is simple: things that you love to do, things that give you joy, and you should be doing stuff like that every single day of your life. Then things that you don't like to do. Some things we have to do even if we don't like them. But if we put more joy in our lives, then the things that we least like to do are not so bad. What about fine-tuning that in the next week or so that then in October you start afresh? What about in November you start fine-tuning even more? December, let's block it out. I know what's going to happen in December. Everybody's in Christmas mode, everybody's party mode. But then 2024, and you will start with a really good, much more knowledge than you started now. So make sure that is a great exercise, you guys. And keep going with the comments. Say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I've got a surprise for everybody at the end. I've got a freebie. And whoever comments on my live, you'll all be put into a random picker and I'll select a winner. So exciting stuff. So let's carry on. Number 2, establish healthy boundaries. Yeah. So establishing healthy boundaries and using the power of saying no. We have become a nation that we are unable to say no. And of course, there's so many other ways of saying no without having to say the word no. And it's very important that, sometimes you say that I can't make that time, thank you. But if anything opens up, let me know. Things like that, or simply a no thanks. At the beginning, people that are not used to listening to you saying no, they'll get a little bit of a shock, and then slowly they'll end up even respecting you in the future for you having such self-worth, and such self-respect. It is super important that people see you, that you have self-respect. Otherwise, they won't respect you. So yeah, definitely start to put some boundaries up. Yeah. Somebody else is there. Hello, Jen. Oh my God, long time no see. Number 3, are you ready? So 1 was really more about internal stuff. Number 2 is more of the external. Yeah. Number 3, you may not be able to drop that toxic friend or colleague just yet, but maybe start thinking, okay, hang on, let's see who I hang around with on a daily basis. This is super important. We've all heard that quote, like, you are an average of the 5 people you hang around with mostly. So make sure that those 5 people are super, super cool, positive, and love you. And, you know, I'm not saying that people that are negative in your life don't love you. It's just that we are an average of the people around us. Have a good look today, have a good look tomorrow, and see whether you can make any changes there. Yeah. But don't drop your best friend just now. But you might just want to make a few changes, have conversations. They're hard, but have conversations. Be transparent with people. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah. On the contrary, I think great things happen when you have transparent conversations with people. Somebody else is there, and it's Jen. Hi, Jen, how are you? So we're just going through tips and strategies that you can implement straight away on how to remove self-doubt into self-worth. Yeah. Number 4. Check out the sabotage triggers throughout the day. You know, if your weakness in the day is grabbing, I don't know, X, Y, and Z from the petrol station on your way home, or you're passing through your favorite supermarket and you just stroll in, you're tired at the end of the day. Your mind is completely full. Your brain is an overload. And the last thing the brain can do here is think, properly. So you're mindlessly, how many times you've sat down at the end of a very long day on the sofa, and then you suddenly see yourself lifting up, walking to the kitchen, opening the fridge, grabbing X, Y. We're not even hungry at that time of the day. Why are we doing stuff like that? So, be aware of the environment. Are you opening your fridge? What do you see right in front of you? You're less healthy options on the eye line. Well, then maybe you need to change that and put them tucked away in those drawers, and maybe put your healthy stuff by the eye line. So when you open up the fridge, you've got nice healthy stuff. Yeah, maybe your tin of biscuits should be somewhere else, and your bowl of fruit should be by the eye line in the kitchen. Things like that. Yeah. So think about your environment. Think the things that are around you. And every time you are getting together with colleagues to have, I don't know, your Friday lunch, for example, usually it's a pizza, it's a really oily takeaway. I'm not saying all the time. I'm sure that so many of you are so great at having healthy choices nowadays as well. But I do know that some friends are, really, really good in saying, it doesn't matter. One day, nothing's going to happen. Don't fall into that trap. And, of course, I'm all about having 2 or 3 times a week, not a day, 2 or 3 times a week where you can have your favorite food and your glass of wine or whatever. But if you've promised yourself right here, right now, this is it, I am going to stay really focused for the next few weeks, then if you've planned out that Friday you're going to have your little moment where you're going to have your favorite food or drink or whatever in the evening, then why are you also going to have something at lunchtime? So this is another topic by itself on how to to deal with and balance out things throughout the day, and how to organize and prep yourself. But for now, just be a little bit more aware of things around you, and how you would just by shifting a few things around in your environment. And offices, oh my God, do you still have vending machines in the offices? Let me know. Let me know if you still got vending machines. I remember in Fiduciary they had one. It was horrible. It was everybody used to go in and out the canteen 50 times and get a chocolate, get a juicy drink, get a fizzy drink, get another chocolate. Oh, it was funny. But then, it's different. You sat down all day, you want to get up, walk around, but there you got that vending machine. Again, environment, have a look around. What's happening? Maybe you want to go around the block somewhere else. And, you know, it all sounds a little bit too restrictive and intense, but if you don't do this, you know, if you're really, really serious about, you know, getting a little bit more confidence, a little bit more peace in your life, a little bit more energy, the good kind, then you need to have these, you know, stern words with yourselves. Otherwise, just go another year, another 5 years, and they will go by quickly, don't they? And you'll still be in the same position. So it requires work a little bit at the beginning, yeah. So very, very, very important. The very most important number five, tip number five, mambo number 5 is, you ready? What is the thing that I always say is the most important thing when embarking in any journey? Do you know the answer to that? If you know the answer to that, let me know. An extra prize for the person who comes up with the answer. I haven't told you what the freebie is it? Have I told you what the freebie is today? Remember, you need to comment so you are eligible for the prize. So number 5, your biggest tip takeaway today is no idea. Cheryl said, oh no, it's Jen. I don't know, somebody said no idea. No idea is Jen. It's preparation and organization. How many times I always say, and Denise is going to say, yeah, well, she's always saying the same thing, but it's true. If you don't prep and organize, in fact, prep and organize like a military mission, not forever, just at the beginning. Why? Because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't practice self-care, if you don't practice organization and preparation, how on earth are you going to stay focused when stress hits, when poor sleep hits, when unsupportive people around you say unsupportive comments, when you get squeezed? How on earth are you going to follow through if you're not prepared, if you're not organized, if you open the fridge and nothing's there, if you are wanting to get fitter but you don't have your fitness gear ready every morning, ready to take into your training bag? Then how are you going to then finish the office, go back home? It's too late. We're so tired at that time. There's online, yes, but it's really hard to push through when restriction hits. Yeah. So preparation and organization, this is going to ensure your self-care to the max. And this then filters into self-belief, because you can do the things that you set out to do. And more importantly, you will feel self-worth at its best and its whole entirety. So there you have it. My most favorite 5 tips, and number 5 being the most important. Prep like a queen. Prep like a military mission. Do those. I'll write it all out and put them up at the top here, so you've got your little bullet points here if you need them. All this, guys, really empowers you to live, the most, believing again. So many women at a certain age and over, they've lost belief. They think that this is it. This is the norm. This is the current reality. And this is the forever reality. And I'm here to say again, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's so true, isn't it? No, it isn't. Your current reality is not your foreseeable future reality. You can change anything in your life that you want to. Yeah. I'm talking about your next month could be different. Your next few months, your next year, you could be in such a different place a few months from now than you are right now. And you may be thinking, well, I'm pretty okay, really. But if there's things niggling you that you want to do, you see someone, you say, oh, I wish I could do that. Or, oh, I put my name down for something, but I don't think I'm strong enough, or intelligent enough, or thin enough, or we're always putting ourselves barriers. You are as worthy as the next person to do whatever enters your mind. Yeah. So with that said, I just want to wrap up. Yeah. You are just worthy of being you. Remember that. So just looking at my notes. I've gone off piece of my notes. So Are you ready to know what the freebie is today? The freebie today is my Menofit program starting on Monday. If you have always wanted to jump into a program with me, or you have jumped into a program with me ages ago, but you want to jump back into a bit of more, a bit more health, a bit more fitness, and it's online and face to face, so you can choose whatever you want. And the lucky winner will be announced on Friday morning. So I want everybody to comment. I know I'm going to get all these names and put them into the random picker. And by Friday morning, I will update the random picker with everybody who's commented on them. And then we're going to choose a winner. And the winner will be joining us on Monday for Menofit October. It's Menofit and Midsection Meltdown all together in 4 weeks. Really cool program. It's always so popular, and especially it's month. It's menopause month, sorry. So 4 weeks to take charge of your health, of you grab some more confidence, because every time you grab control of your health and your food and your fitness, your confidence just grows, doesn't it? And yeah, let's get a smashing mindset together with everything else as well. So thanks so much for listening, you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if that's something that you'd love to win. And it's on offer all week, but I'm giving it out for free. You with me anyway? I know. Is that Daniil? I know. You're with me anyway. Thank you, Daniil. You're with me anyway on Monday. Again on Monday. You're with me tomorrow, actually. We've got a class tomorrow. So yeah, there you have it. That's not really 15 minutes, but anyway, I always get carried away. I've got so much to communicate always. So hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you got a lot out of that, because it's a really good talk with lots of good tips. And like anything else, it requires a focus. It requires action. These are actionable steps, you guys. Don't say, "Ooh, that's a great idea. I'm going to think about it." Don't think about it. As soon as you close your laptop or close your phone or whatever you got to do, get a list out. It won't take you 5 minutes, and put the things that give you joy and put the things that don't give you joy at all. And then leave it, park it, go and do your food or whatever, your meal, whatever. And tomorrow morning, you might want to revisit that and see how you can slowly fine tune it. Yeah. Remember, we want to grow your list of joy. I want to eliminate stuff from your toxic list. Yes? Good? Okay. Have a great rest of the evening, you guys. Stay commenting on the thread, and so I can really put all the names into random picker. And it was lovely, you guys. Thank you for listening. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. Have a great rest of the evening, and see you very soon. Oh, great seeing you again as well.